Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome to yet another episode of Banished. We continue on where we left off last time, and the last thing we were doing was waiting for this here foresting lodge to be built so that we can kind of keep this area as a renewable bit of forest as well. End of last episode, we were for the most part just focusing on resource gathering, and that is, to be honest, that's what we're going to keep doing today. I'm going to make sure we're still on that. So the log production needs to tick back over 1,000. Our firewood production needs to do the same, get back over 1,000, closer to 2,000. But the only way we are going to do that is if we continue harvesting here. Or in fact, maybe we start harvesting down here, knowing that this is also going to be a kind of connected to the farms, and maybe even more some more residential there as well. So let's go with that chunk of resource first. We'll get all of that done. Yeah, I think that's just a good start. We're at a point now where the episodes, we're doing 2 in-game years per episode because we're spending more time on ×2. Oh my word, go away. ×2 speed rather than ×1 speed, or ×2 / also ×5 if we need to go that fast as well. But there might even come an episode where it's like we're going at ×5 speed for most of it. But at the moment, I'm a little bit scared of doing that, because that also means that if something goes wrong, it goes wrong really quickly, and then you've got to kind of rush around trying to fix it, which I'm less inclined to do. In fact, oh no, we've also done this. So I actually forgot that we'd ordered this resource area to come down as well. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just quickly make a quick cancel of the stuff over here, just so that they don't think we're going to run over and do that before we've done this. Look at this. Look at the peach trees. Food, hopefully food is just never a problem. Need to sort my chair up. There we go. Okay. Health is good. Happiness is, again, mostly good. And the building of the Forester Lodge is happening. It's taken a bit of time, but I'm sure they'll get it done as fast as they can. It's at 23 out of 45. Got yellow shirt fellow and blue trouser, blue skirt lady. Sorting stuff out. Oh, it's Boston. Of course it's Boston. Almost done? There we go. It's done. Okay, so we need to add a... No, not a woodcutter. Where is it? Forester, there, do we? Wow, but there's actually... Okay, that's interesting. So that's maybe why the log production has never been crazy high, because we could have more people working in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly add 2 more. We've got 6 laborers as things stand. And I don't want to go below 5 laborers basically from now on. And if we hit 10, then we can maybe add to the stone cutters and the miners over there. Okay, so what are we doing in the meantime? Well, we've hit the limit on tools, which is... That's okay, that's fine, that happens. Got all these bridges. I wonder if there's a bridge could be made here as well, connect up to this side, and we can make some houses over here. A child named Londa was born, so we're 39, 0, and 16, for a total of 54, 55 even. Okay. Okay, are we still like fishing effectively? I think I want to check that graph for food production. Yeah, it is. It's mostly stable. Look, it's been stable for a while. We click on 10 years. It increased and then it's been stable since then. So it's almost... Yeah, it's okay. It's alright. Okay. Okay, I think it's time to hit 5 times speed as we just focus on the resource gathering over here that is still ongoing. There we go, we're up to 7 laborers now, so that, again, we'll keep working over here. And then we're working over here planting saplings and stuff, I hope. Yep, there's saplings appearing. And we're just gonna cut all of this down to really bolster the amount of stored logs. Oh, there we go. A child named Lamani was born, so we're 40, 0, and 16. So that the population is just growing really quickly. Okay. Okay, so I clearly focused on this area because I wanted to put the road down around the buildings here. Okay, so those laborers, are they done? They've got to just carry this stuff back. Other than that, they're all good. Wow, another child has been born. Okay, we need to build our 2 houses per episode. So... it's where they shall go. So that needs 4 builders to do that. And then the laborers, you're going to jump across and clear that entire area. Because I think another orchard is going to go down at some point. There's actually going to be a bit of a yield here, which is cool. It's much slower, but I imagine it produces more. Hard to say, not quite sure. Oh yeah, the roads need to go in as well. Yep, they'll go in real quick, hopefully. Okay, now just 2 over here. Haraki is grown up and is working as a labourer. Okay, now the work should begin over here. At some point. Oh no, they're doing the building first. Yeah, that makes sense. If I go to the town hall, does it give me a full inventory? It does. no leather. Oh, there is some leather. So we are producing some leather. So we can... We can have the tailor working to produce some leather. But it's just not going to be a lot. Okay, the houses have been built. And they are instantly being... inhabited. Goodness me, forgetting words. Orlan the vendor has died of old age. Ethelm has replaced Orlan as a vendor. So population is at 58. It did creep to 59, but it's back to 58 now. Are we on the... Oh! Angelus born. So back to 59. But Estheridon, Ernie and Free Manuel are now labourers. Wasn't Ernie just born, or was that last episode? I think that maybe that was last episode. So these trees need to come down. Ah, they have started work over here. Learning... Oh my word, they're all kind of... Okay. And we're at 10. Yeah, that's fine. So 7 and a child named Shell was born. We're at 60. We've made 60 population. Lovely. Very happy with that. So now we just need these resources all brought down and collected. Oh, is that the peaches being collected? So the yield's going down, but you don't want to cut the trees, do you? Yeah, I guess you don't want to cut the trees. You want the tree to just grow fruit again the next year. So you just kind of leave the tree as it is. I suppose. I don't know. Giannon, the stonecutter, was crushed by a rock. What? What the heck? Elise has become an adult. So 45-0-15. Oh! Shalundon was born. So... we might actually get to a point where we need to build 3 houses per episode. I'm going to guess we're out of materials again over here. So if we click on the inventory again... the leather's gone. I guess it got made into hide coats. And is now unnecessary. We need livestock. We need sheep. Because how are we gonna... we can't craft anything. Oh! When did you arrive? More chickens? I mean, it's not a bad thing to have more of them, but... okay, so let's go to ×2 speed for a bit, because we've got chickens now, but we've got... is that a different... so it's a different kind of chickens. So we need to build another pasture. Dang it. How about... yeah, how about here? 7x7, I think, was what it needed. Okay. Okay, so the amount of logs is almost up to that 1,000 mark that we wanted. And we are obviously, look at that. This is good. This is what we need over here. Children being born left, right, and centre at this rate. We're at 63 population now. Hamilo, Henser, and General. There's General. Ready and Deveta. More houses over here. Perlin or Perlin. That's a cool name. Or Zella. That's also a cool name. There's Henser. And then you've got these guys over here. And Jalis. That's such a, like, they've got the little, like, it's just like a little village, like, over there. It's very cool. Okay, so we're in winter. The road is being... Oh, the road is already, like, halfway down over here. Resources being gathered over here. We're at 1,000 on the logs, which is good. That's just got to keep going for a bit. But we also can't keep just wiping out all of the stuff we have. I mean, I guess we could just say, okay, we're going to clear this, and then it will grow back, and then we clear it again. So that's actually what I'll do. That'll be the next thing we do. We just clear this as we break into a new year. And then obviously we've got this forest that's being maintained, and then this forest that's being maintained like around the town. Yeah, okay, it works. It works. Is that pasture down yet? No, the logs are being taken over there. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we're in at year 16. Okay, good, good, good. Let's go back to our ×5 speed just for this pasture to be built. And then we'll move the chickens over there. The firewood needs to be replenished in the traders as well. In fact, we could probably put the desired in there to be 2,000. Yeah. And then more fish will be used to trade as well. Reserve of firewood is low. Yes, I'm aware. In fact, I'm going to change that around. So let's bring that down to 800. But that doesn't... You know what? Even less. Let's make it 600. And then we'll make the desired fish 1,800. Okay. Child named Nick was born. So you've got Valeridian and then Nick. And that's not to say that Nick is not a perfectly fair name. It's absolutely fine. But it's interesting that you've got Valeridian and Nick. Okay, there's still a bit of resource to collect over here, guys. Let's make sure we get all of that. The build is happening. It's almost done, in fact. For the chickens. Oh, there we go. The chickens can be... So that needs a herdsman. So those chickens will get moved across at some point. What the heck? Where's this chicken going? They're just going their own way. One of them's gone over the bridge. The other one's like, you know what? I'll just head over this way. That's hilarious. That's genuinely hilarious. Oh my word. Okay. So we've got another little pasture there. So we've got chickens in there. We've got leghorns in there. That's aces. That's all good. So we can make ale with peach. So can we... Because if we get this working, does that then mean that the town happiness will start to climb as well? Because I feel like it should. Maybe. Yeah, we've done a good job at clearing this whole area. Gathering resources there. Just go back to 2 times speed for a second, because I need to think. So, the food is slowly coming down, but that's just because the population is growing. So we've got to make sure that the amount of food that we're producing can still kind of match with the population growth. Of course, every time there's a merchant, if they could bring more food, we could have more farms going. Because we've got Brussels sprouts, squash, pepper. I guess we could do another field of something. Like another field of pepper or something. But part of me is like, shouldn't we not... Like, inventory, honey, fish, chicken. See, there's inventory in there as well. Inventory, you've got the peach. So onions, roots, fish, herbs, berries. Fish and tools. A bit of everything over here, wow. Fair enough, that's interesting. And then these trees will be replenished by the foresters, just in the same way that this has been replenished. Okay, cool. We need to be more on that in terms of our logs. Just kind of making sure we're replenishing things. Handel has become an adult. Okay, so I'm going to add another one each to the miners and the stonecutters. I think the next thing has to be building houses over here. To try and kind of increase the efficiency of everything that we're doing. So the laborers were doing that. Now they've still got jobs to finish over here. So let's just quickly see this done as they collect up all of this stuff. There you go. They're on it now, look. Clearing everything really quickly, which is great. Just one thing left. Guys! There's one thing left. Are you joking me? Oh, wait. Are you going to get it? No, you guys just running around. They really are. That's a child. Running around. There we go. Okay, we picked it up. Good, good, good. Now, I think the next task is going to be clearing this area so that we may start building houses over here. So, it's going to be a remove resources job. We're going to follow the road like so. That's the next task. I'm all about just resources out the wazoo. For this episode, for the last episode, for the next couple of episodes. So 86% on that. I mean, there's still so much left in these that it's kind of crazy. Like, we really don't have to rush anything in terms of this. Still so much. Like, look at the stone. They've just got chilled out over here. Got 8 laborers, so that job shouldn't take too long. Oh, make it 9. 9 laborers now. You know what? You know what? I think the next job is a school. I think that's the next job. And I think the school should go in the middle of town. Just like that. Because if they are educated, then they become more productive, I do believe. We've made ale! Look at that, we've actually made ale! The materials required to work are not available. But that will be available again once there's all of this. So, and it's the same with the tailor. You know what, I'm going to keep the tailor around just so that any time we do have leather, we can go and create, we can go and build. Build? Sew. Be a tailor. Produce. Halins has been born. Bertus is now a labourer. Yeah, I think next up is definitely school, and then we start kind of moving on further from here. So, yes, a chapel and a cemetery. You kind of want the cemetery to be somewhat removed, don't you? You want it to be a place you go to where you can get yourself into the headspace, the healthy headspace to ask those kind of questions of yourself, to deal with those kind of questions. Okay, the logs is almost at 2,000. Let's take a look at the town hall graph, because I'm a big fan of that. Okay, graphs. That's the food graph over 5 years. There we go. So we're actually we're way above what we've ever been on our production of logs and stuff like that. So I think that's something we've learned. Firewood is obviously a bit lower than it was, but it's on the way back up. Iron on the way up as well. Stone recovering 2 previous levels, but we've never been that high on that, to be fair. Happiness is actually dropping a little bit. That's not good. But the health is increasing, which is definitely good. Education is low, but clothes are... Look at that! The clothes are on the increase. That's good. Those are our production numbers. Yeah, we are producing... Yeah, we're eating more than we're producing, so we've got to keep an eye on that as well. Maybe another farming... Sorry, another fishing... Maybe another fishing thing would be necessary. But where can it be built? On the river? Because these are on the lakes. And that's... Ah. But they've got no way to get over there just yet. So that's something we're going to have to work with as well. Okay, so let's build a bridge to get to here. Which they obviously can get to from there. Can we potentially build a bridge this way as well? We can. Wow. So pin that. Pin that. And pin that. So they're building at the minute. They're focused on the school, I imagine. Which is what... That is the priority, to be fair. So let's pin that as well. That goes up there. My word, we got a lot of pins at the minute. We're only in autumn. Okay, I think we can get all this stuff built before the end of the episode, but it does, it probably actually, you know what? Dang it. There we go. The schoolhouse should be first. 2 out of 2 working on the schoolhouse. That's the first things first. Okay. And when the schoolhouse is built, they should start moving across. But they can't get to this stuff until the bridge is built. There might be a increased priority on this once the schoolhouse is built. Which, to be fair, that shouldn't really take that long because it's in the middle where all the resources are. Yeah, they've put some stone in. That's good. And how have the labourers done over here? Have they cleared it? They have not, but they are still on it, so they're working on it. That's good. And then what we'll do is we'll start building some houses for the stone cutters and the miners over here. Okay, the logs are in place. The stone is 15 out of 16 as well. We're working over here. That's good. Okay, that's all good. We've got 50 adult citizens and 17 children, which means we're obviously at 67 total citizens, which is very good. Our town hall being over here is maybe a little bit silly because it's like this is where the town is centered. But it's alright because over time it would just be like this whole thing is where the town is centered. Like you've got a bar there, you've got a big old tavern in there. So if you're going to the tavern, you have to cross the bridge. And in some cases, you have to cross 2 bridges if you're like, well, have to go through a tunnel or whatever. Okay, just need iron and then get building, guys. I think maybe I was jumping the gun on us being able to get all of these things built before the end of the episode, but I'm planning ahead by having this extra fishing hut over here because our food is going down. It's going down very slowly, but if we're going to expand the population, we need to have the resources in place beforehand. We can't try really to be playing catch up. We've got to be proactive and ahead of the game. So that's why if we go for another fishing hut over here and we start building houses or towns or gathering resources over here as well, it just gives us another option, another place to develop the town. Oh, the build is starting. And then the children will be educated. And then we'll see that graph, the education graph, will start ticking up. Which is exactly what we need. Okay, that's a ×5 speed now, and this is going to hopefully speed up. 23 out of 80, let's get it to 40 before you run off for a break. It is snowing, to be fair, so it's not easy work. Oh, he's got it beyond 40. He's gone it to 45. Now it's really going to speed up. That's good. 3/4 done. 7/8. Almost done. And that is done. Okay, ×1 speed. So, we need a teacher. Okay, awesome. We have 0 students, but let's get to work. Oh. Where's the teacher? Yes, they are. There's a teacher right there. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to pin that because I actually... Doesn't... What? Doesn't track the selection. Okay. Oh wait, so when you move something, does it just instantly pin? I think it does. So if I go over here, as soon as I move it, it pins. I can't believe how long I've been playing this game and I haven't thought of that. Okay, so that's already, look at that. It's already at 13. All the logs have been placed down. The laborers are kind of ahead of the game, and then the builders show up and build it. But that's a bridge that cuts across that way. And then I have the bridge going across that way. And we could have, we will definitely have a pathway to connect it up. There, and then from this little area to there. And then that'll go to the fishing thing over there. And then we'll add 2 more fishermen to work at this particular place as well. You can't work on the fishing dock, can you? So you're just slowing things down. Makes no sense. Can I increase the priority of this? Oh, they're putting stuff down over here. I mean, I guess it's good that you're putting stuff down over there, but imagine you could have put that over here. I guess. Okay, so we're at 0 students. How do we get the students to want to want to be going to school? Having missed their chance to be educated. I understand. Okay, I understand. So it goes from like right to left, where when a child hits working age according to the game, rather than just jumping into the workforce, they will become a student. That makes sense. Okay. So, the bridges need to be built, and then the fishing dock can be built as well. And the stone bridge is now being prioritized. There we go. So it did work. It is now being prioritized. We're producing ale, which is lovely. That should increase the happiness over time. But well, it might take a second. Because at 1 sec, I think I need to just check that real quick. So, taverns. Taverns increase the happiness that live near them. Oh, that live near them. Okay, so it says the people who live near them. So all of these people are going to enjoy the tavern, but does that then mean that these guys just straight up, nope, no chance to enjoy it at all? Is that what that's? Oh, look, the bridge! It's on its way. They've just got to actually start building it. Okay, can they get that done before winter's end? That is the question. Okay, let's see. Times 2 speed. Winter will end rather soon, but let's see if we can get this build done. I get the feeling no. Potentially no. Oh, no, they've started. Oh, well, someone started. 2 out of 39. I guess it is a bit annoying that you've got to go the long way round just to get to work on it, but it is what it is, I suppose. Oh, another merchant. Okay, lovely. We've got another merchant just before the end of the video. Be careful. Okay, definitely be careful if there's literally like stuff being built as you sail through the bridge. I wish the bridges were connected. Maybe we can like mess with the fences and do that. Schools and bridges. Education. A merchant has arrived. What have you got for me? Please be something good. Just iron. We have a student. Elise has become an adult and is working as a labourer. What? Can I see who the student is? Is there a way to do that? Oh, we're in early spring. We're in early spring. That's the end of the episode. That's it. That's it. That's all done. Population. Wait, so if I click 1 year, oh look, there it is. Awesome, there we go. Okay. Okay, cool. Right, so that is where we're going to leave it, guys. So we've got the stone bridge built over here. That merchant is on their way out. This is the next one that's going to be built next time out. And then the fishing thing. And then after that, I think it's going to have to be building some houses around here now that these have been cleared out as we wanted them to. So that the workers over here don't have to kind of trek it all the way back this way anytime they want to go to work, basically. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We've built a school. GULLYTOWN School. GULLYTOWN High. There we go. Thanks for watching. Until next time.